Beneath the surface of our oceans lies a world we were never meant to see. A place where light dies and life takes on shapes that defy logic. As we sink past the sunlit waters, then the twilight zone, and finally the midnight zone, the creatures around us become progressively stranger. We've sent machines to Mars. We've mapped galaxies, yet we've explored less than 5% of the deep sea. We know more about the moon's surface than what happens just 6,000 feet below our own. At the surface, the ocean is bright and crowded with life. Sunlight feeds the plankton feed the fish, and the fish support entire ecosystems, from coral reefs to whales. But below 200 meters, that brightness fades. We enter the twilight zone, a vast band reaching a kilometer down. Here, sunlight is too weak for photosynthesis. The plankton forests vanish. Plants disappear. What remains is a slow drift of particles falling from above, the waste, dust, and bodies of the living and the dead. Scientists call it marine snow. To us, it's barely noticeable. To the creatures here, it's everything. And wherever there's food, life follows, though not life as we know it. Many animals are transparent, their bodies like living glass. The glass squid drifts with barely visible organs. The glass octopus is almost entirely invisible, except for its eyes. No one fully understands why so many species become transparent here. Maybe camouflage, maybe energy conservation, maybe both. Others choose the opposite tactic. They glow. In the gloom, bioluminescence is common. Flashes, pulses, entire bodies flickering like lanterns. Light becomes a weapon, a lure, a language. Some species use it to hide. To avoid being seen from below, the firefly squid lights its belly to match the faint glow from above. The trick is called counter-illumination, making light in order to disappear into light. Other creatures use darkness instead. The bloody bellycomb jelly glows deep red, a color that vanishes entirely in these depths. Even the light inside its stomach becomes invisible, hiding the glow of the prey it has eaten. In the twilight zone, everything revolves around visibility, or the lack of it. And yet this dim world hosts one of Earth's greatest spectacles. Every night, billions of creatures rise toward the surface to feed under cover of darkness. Lanternfish, squid, jellies, and countless others. At dawn, they sink again. This daily ascent and descent, the DL vertical migration, is the largest synchronized movement of life on Earth. More massive than any herd, flock, or swarm. It remained unknown until World War II, when sonar operators mistook it for the seafloor, a false bottom made of living animals. Past a kilometer, all sunlight vanishes. We enter the midnight zone, stretching to 4,000 meters. It is a world of cold, crushing pressure and endless dark, and one where evolution grows bold. The dragonfish, for example, produces red bioluminescence, a color invisible to most deep-sea life. It's a private searchlight, revealing prey without exposing itself. Its eyes are uniquely adapted to see this hidden glow, as if it had invented its own secret wavelength. Other predators cloak themselves in ultra-black skin that absorbs nearly all light. Even under submarine headlights, they remain shadows. And then there are the anglerfish, among the strangest hunters on the planet. The female dangles a glowing lure to draw prey closer. The male, tiny and fragile, has only one mission: find her. When he does, he bites into her skin and fuses with her body, eventually becoming little more than a living pouch of sperm. One of nature's most extreme reproductive strategies. Not every creature is a hunter. Some simply wait. A whale that dies and sinks becomes an oasis, sustaining entire communities for decades. Others, like the vampire squid, collect marine snow with sticky filaments, thriving even in oxygen-poor waters thanks to a blood pigment unmatched by any other cephalopod. Life here grows slowly, reproduces rarely, and can last centuries. The Greenland shark may live more than 400 years. Time itself feels different. Far below at 4 kilometers, the seafloor spreads into the abyssal plain, one of Earth's largest habitats, and one of its emptiest, a desert of mud stretching for thousands of kilometers. Food is scarce. Temperatures never rise above 4 degrees Celsius. Yet here, animals often grow enormous. Puppy-sized giant isopods, amphipods larger than a human hand, possibly colossal squid roaming the dark. Why deep-sea gigantism occurs remains a mystery. A falling whale carcass becomes a rare jackpot, drawing scavengers within hours. Later, bone-eating worms called osedacs move in, feeding on the fats locked in the skeleton. Entire ecosystems bloom on a single body, lasting decades. Even the mud is alive. Every handful contains countless microbes that recycle nutrients in ways we're only beginning to understand. The abyss reminds us of Earth's scale, vast, empty, and largely unknown. Beyond it lie the trenches, the Hadal Zone, named after the underworld. From 6,000 meters to nearly 11,000, these are the deepest cuts in the planet's crust. If Mount Everest were placed inside the Mariana Trench, it would still sink more than a mile beneath the sea. Here, temperatures hover near freezing. Pressures multiply 1,000-fold. To humans, it would be instantly fatal, yet life thrives. Snailfish, soft and translucent, hold the record as the deepest living vertebrates. Their bodies lack heavy bones, reinforced instead with molecules that keep their cells functioning under immense pressure. Amphipods swarm in the darkness. Some contain plastic fibers, proof that even the deepest places are touched by human waste. At hydrothermal vents, life becomes even stranger. Microbes feed on chemicals from the Earth's crust: hydrogen sulfide, methane, metals. They form the base of entire vent ecosystems: worms, clams, crabs. A food web built on chemistry, not sunlight. Studying these places hints at what life beyond Earth might look like, perhaps in the hidden oceans of Europa or Enceladus. Yet we know almost nothing about these depths. Fewer people have visited the Mariana Trench than have walked on the moon. Each expedition brings back creatures new to science: drifting sea cucumbers, gelatinous blobs with no clear anatomy, microbes with unfamiliar metabolisms. For centuries, we imagined the deep sea as a lifeless void. Instead, we found resilience, life reinventing itself to survive pressure, darkness, and cold we can barely imagine. More than 80% of the ocean remains unexplored. Each dive uncovers new shapes, new colors, new mysteries. Why do some species grow to enormous sizes? Why do others become invisible or cloak themselves in ultra-black? How did bioluminescence evolve in so many forms with so many purposes? For now, these are questions without answers. And maybe that is their power. They remind us that Earth still holds secrets, secrets worth protecting and worth seeking.